Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ, anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata. Anyị si unu ụtụtụ ọma, efifie ọma, mgbede ọma, site na ngara ebe isi wee na-esoyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa na Igbo midia, bụ ebe anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ ife gbara ọkpụrụkpụ na-eme na ana Igbo dị iche iche, obodo dị iche iche na ana Igbo na obodo nke anyị nọ n'ime ya. Dịka o si dị, ọbụna nke a bụ mbọsị izizi gị ị na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ na Igbo midia, ekabalụ ka imetụ aka n'ebe a na-acha red and subscribe, share ekwe ya, gbakwa ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ka fasị na-esonyekwara anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme dị iche iche na Igbo midia. Dịka o si dị, o nwee nnukwu ya wetara unu ebe akwụkwọ gbasara maka ife na-eme n'obodo a. Anyị ga-achọkwu nke ya bụ ife unu ga-esia ya, unu adọrọpụrụ anyị kọmentị n'ife unu chere n'ụdị nke unu gbasara maka ya bụ ife niile ekwu n'iru akwụkwọ. Alright, over to you, sir.
Gradually, how many? It took almost 2 years and a half. Jofo have done damages. He leaked the secret, everything about Masina to the government. And I will leave it here. So that's my comment for now.
Thank you very much. So while you're saying it, am I allowed to ask for more?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, no more. This is very interesting. Like I had some of the program with your name. I got a young man that always disturbed me. Then he was asking that he was seeking asylum from. Yes, one actually directed to the Biafran ambassador here. I don't know how you guys. I don't know if he calls you. Is that?
Don't call me because I'm not. I'm not in charge of you. Okay.
Who is that?
One boy direct through the boy, but the boy was seeking this thing asylum. I asked him to call you. I don't know if he calls you anyway.
I've received call from quite a lot of people. So, yeah, people have been calling me for sure.
Okay. So what I'm saying is this, let's be honest here. The IPOB is registered as a business organization in UK. Now we are talking about the Biafra Leisure Center. So are you assuring is Biafra Leisure Center registered as a business entity or separation group or as a nation fighting for liberation?
No, there is nowhere in the provision of any law in any country that give you the right to register as a freedom fighting movement. There is no provision in any law for that. You must register either using a non-profit organization or you must register as an entity or like an organization, either profit-making organization or non-profit-making organization. There is no law anywhere that make a provision for you to register as a government, and it becomes a government. So that is one thing everybody must know. So it does not matter whether IPOB was registered as a business entity. What matters is the ideology of IPOB. What matters is the platform they are using to operate. It does not matter whether it's a business or not. It doesn't matter. So what matters is that they have the legal backing of the country. They are recognized as a registered entity. So the entity now, the status of the entity now is secondary. So people should understand this. Even if it is a business entity, they needed some kind of identity to be able to operate, to be able to become IPOB. So the status of IPOB in the United Kingdom is not the main issue. The main issue is that what IPOB stands for. Why was it registered? Was it registered for profit or was it registered to fight for freedom? That is what matters. So the issue of people pointing hand at IPOB registered as a business is a misplaced priority because they have to register under something. That's the one thing I want everybody to understand. So to me, it does not matter whether it's a business entity or not. What matters is that what that particular registration, what was it used for, or what is it being used for? is for the restoration of Biafra. And there is no, like I said, there is no law anywhere in the world, there is no country that have a provision in their CAC registration or in their patent and the registration authority that have a provision for you to register as a government. Do you understand that? And that I have addressed that question and the concern of many people who are thinking that IPOB is a business organization or register as a business. They should understand this. There is no provision to register as a government, because if there is a provision, you register as a government or register as a freedom fighting movement, right? So it must be a non-profit organization that will give community service or community service-based non-profit organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the clarity.
When you got watch before and I hang mic again.
Question more than they were audio.
That's why
the guy is so suspicious. So is the other going here. Mommy, how come even I'm menu? That was the kind of
please, Sonny, you people should take note of this screenshot. We announced 7,400 live viewers. Record breaking.
Yeah, noted.
And when we keep Goku.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Our PM.
Please, there is still a hand. Sonny, there is still hands up. And Ambassador Uze, there are two hands up. Jane and Joseph.
Let's treat the hands up before go and quote. Joseph Mosu, can you unmute and speak? You can unmute now. Yeah, go ahead.
Please, PM, give me co-host, sir.
Okay.
Can IPOB. So as a Morona Bata and even no ever about my place or just about travel to Australia. So I roll a city. Maybe you have to fly to this remote area to work. So on their logic, I don't know here. So him watch a radio about agitation now in a freedom fighting movement. And with that Biafra, and what Biafra will make what on the whole of old eastern region or part of this Biafra. Biafra in Adu or just for Imo, Abia, Bonny, and Enugu State.
This Joseph Mosu.
Yes. I saw me a lot of other group which are very close to us. And I had Niger Delta. Even if sometimes maybe Abaku Niger Delta, grab your city and Niger Delta.
So are you aware? Are you aware that Naimwelo 40 United States of Biafra?
Yes. Up from the
so if for the 40 states.
Yes. I'm from there and I walk up.
Okay, so if it's at the 40 states, are you doubting the 40 states or because I'm
a PM now from the not here. It's more or less virtually, but it's very close to face. Or can clarify and because for the
answer to your question is yes. And today we have de facto government of Biafra land, and we have 40 United States of Biafra cut across the hinterland and the coastal region. So yes, they are part of Biafra, and they have their own state. And the state what we are practicing in Biafra is confederation, the Confederate State of Biafra, otherwise known as the United States of Biafra. So they are part of Biafra.
Okay, my hammer and George.
About them on the not supporting Biafra. This state in a nation now, are they all supporting Biafra? No, everybody must not support Biafra. And that's why we have these taboos today, you see, in Igbo. Are we supposed to be preaching to people about their freedom? No. But that is what makes us human. So, and it's always saying in a democracy, majority carries the vote. So it is not a must. In a freedom fighting movement, you need just 4% or 3% to get freedom of millions of people. It is always like that. In this you only know about Gandhi. Is there another person? In South Korea, how many people that fought for their freedom? Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia or Slovakia, how many people? There is always few people that will push for the freedom of the people, and those who will become sabo must be subdued. That's what we are doing in Biafra land, and we are going to do it very well. The reason why the Biafra one is a little bit different is because of the system that Nigeria has, imposed on us. And many of you do not know how criminality, forgery, and all these things came to Nigeria. I said it last time in one of our meetings. It started from Biafra war. This 419, this scam, this internet fraud and all that started from Biafra war. That is what gave birth to all the crime, all this internet fraud you see today. And like I said, I will explain it very well in details, how it started. In one of these state of the union, our address I will make, I will explain the root of the scam you see today. In Nigeria today, when you see people doing internet fraud, it comes from Biafra or Oduduwa. But the root is what I'm going to explain. So you know that before we fight for this Biafra freedom, we know our end point. We know what is going to be our fate. And we have seen that the future is brighter in our own land than in Nigeria. So the thing that gave birth to fraud, we have started tackling them today. And we can never cross from Nigeria to Biafra land with the mentality of Nigeria and the thing that gave birth to this particular fraud you see everywhere today. We have started tackling it. So that is the reason why every one of you must understand your problem so you get the solution. If you do not understand your problem, you can never solve it. So today we have created that particular the loophole for the collapse of the Nigeria economy, and it is collapsing. And we have the cause in our palm. We also have the solution. There's never going to be a solution. Because anything that will bring and revive Nigeria economy, we will never allow it. And remember, in this freedom, they will kill us, we will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra must come. When I look at people sharing videos of, ESN, Biafra Liberation, they have not mentioned Biafra Liberation Army. They say ESN, so we are not responding to them. Until when they say Biafra Liberation Army camp has been attacked, yes, I will now respond to them if there is need. For now, they have not talked about us. They're only talking about ESN. ESN that doesn't exist. And if you must understand the reason why they continue to say this ESN is because the people who they work with, who they collaborated with to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, they have told them that now that Ejiofor is out of the way. Because what they used to deceive Biafra is that who is paying the lawyer? Who is paying the lawyer? Immediately Ejiofor is out of the way, they tell you, they gather people and snap picture and snap video, they tell you ESN is back. But where were the ESN for the past 2.5 years? Nobody is asking that question. Okay? Now, everything that happened, they say ESN, IPOB, ESN. You know why? Because that is exactly what they asked them to do. They say ESN. Even when me, personally, is posting picture of how we are dealing with them, decimating them, they are not going to say Biafra. They say ESN. Have you ever seen anything like that? When somebody comes to say, let me do this thing, they say, no, you do it. Another person do it. Have you ever seen anything like that? So, but it is happening. That should tell you exactly going on. But you see what? You know one thing? When you know what you are doing, continue to do it. Because before you start doing what you are doing, you know exactly what the result is going to be. Once that result is coming, don't look back. That's what we're doing. We're not looking back, irrespective of the distraction and propaganda. Today, they tell you they have attacked ESN. You know, they have attacked ESN. Did you see anybody? Have they displayed the body of anybody like they used to do? You know, Every time there is something, they display bodies because that is the only thing that will demoralize the people. Have they done it? No. But of course, I know sometimes now they will go to sell and capture people and kill them, and then tell you, oh, this is ESN, this is ESN. I want to ask you, when did you see them displaying body of anybody? The last time. What they do now is to carry cloth, carry even den gun. We don't use den gun. We have machine gun. Everybody can see that. We use machine gun. We use GPMG. We use many heavy weapons. We use anti-aircraft. If they have done, can they display the anti-aircraft that they have captured from our men? No, because such thing doesn't exist. They went to the market and start dancing. Have you ever seen where military go and start dancing and start telling people don't support IPOB? If they have defeated our men, or according to them, why are they telling people not to support them? It means that they have not done anything. They have lost the war. So my people, don't give room to propaganda. Our own is action-based. And the reason why I'm happy is because I know what they are going through. Very, very well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. But when he was to His Excellency, here Basra this Sita Puma. Women can matter Sita Puma the reason because we liberate gain freedom of mass in the Kano. Sita Puma every Monday up to it has been going on, if I can remember. In Mambomuagra, Nigeria, Nigeria, at least it's at home like 2 or 3 times.
So what is the question? So what is the question?
The question is, how effective is it? Because I witness come to sit at home. Yes, people want to stop, but how achieve that goal of freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu up to now? So what is it really working?
It is really working. And that is why the economy of Nigeria is there. And let me tell you, enemy, if you understand what freedom fighting is, your enemy doesn't give up easily. It's just like you. You are fighting with somebody in the street and the person knock you. Are you going to just run away? No. You want to show yourself that even if you are dying, you'll be waiting for somebody to come and separate two of you. And you will be trying and praying that, are these people not seeing us? We are fighting. You will be, even your last strength, you will be using to throw punch until somebody will come. Then you will be, like that. But the most important thing is that you that is imposing sit at home, do you understand what you are doing? Do you actually know what sit at home can do to the economy? Do you know exactly what you are doing? That's what matters. And like I said, I am not here in the struggle to do, trialogue, because I understand what the sit at home is doing. That's why I stick to it. But if you don't understand, they will push you, tell you, these people like you will come here and say, oh, it's not working. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have not been released, though, and then you give up. It means that they have defeated you. But once you know what the impact of sit at home is, no matter how they try to demoralize you, stick to it. At the end of the day, the result will call itself. Today, the result is calling itself. Do you know why Shetima went to the Southeast and said, if we'll be able to fix Southeast, we have fixed Nigeria? You don't know. You don't know. If I ask you now, do you know that you are aware that Shetima went to the Southeast and said, anytime we fix Southeast, we have fixed the problem of Nigeria? You don't know the reason he said it. But I'm telling you today, the reason is because they know that the Southeast is the powerhouse of the economy of Nigeria. Every business is going on in Nigeria today is connected to Southeast. I am telling you the fact. Every business in Lagos is connected to Southeast. Business in Kano is connected to Southeast. Business in Abuja is connected to Southeast. And once the Southeast economy is disturbed, you disturb the economy in Lagos, you disturb the economy in Abuja, you disturb the economy in Kano. This is what is happening, my people. That's why they are confused. Nobody, no economics, nobody will revive this economy so long as this continues. The sit at home create the uncertainty on the people that are doing business in Nigeria. The sit at home create the fear to multinational corporations that are doing business in Nigeria. The sit at home has proven that Nigeria has lost control of the territory to Biafra. The sit-at-home has continued to, to show to the outside world, many business, multi-multinational corporation, and Nigeria has lost it all. They are now incapacitated. And if they don't leave Nigeria now, they may wake up tomorrow and everything they have invested in Nigeria is gone. That is why many companies are folding. You people don't know what is going on. That's why many companies are folding up. Then when they fold up, they will leave small thing. They say to the indigenous or whatever, how they do it offshore, inshore, and they leave something just to stay outside and watch. Because if they don't pull it out, tomorrow everything may burn down. And that is the end. So the sit-at-home is creating that particular fear. It has also proven that we, the Biafra people, are only loyal to the Biafra government. It means that Nigeria has lost the integrity, the trust on the people of Biafra. That's why they are fighting. They even say we are enforcing it, we are killing people, and all those kind of stories. And let me tell you, in sit-at-home, that you see people moving does not mean that the effectiveness is not there. What we are looking at is these big companies that will not open in Biafra land. That is the target. Not when you see people in the street, you say, oh, they are moving. The big companies are not, banks are not opening. Banks are not opening. Big government offices are not opening. That is the one that is actually doing the work. Not the people selling something on the street. Not the people selling by the roadside. No. You can see people moving around. It does not matter. The most thing that we are interested in is the banks. Is the big companies in Biafra land. They can never open. And with that not opening alone, it is sending a very dangerous signal to the outside world, to the government itself, and the economy has crashed. It takes a long time for the effect to be seen. And now we are going to the third year. So after 2.5 years, the effect is here, my people. What you see happening today has no remedy. And they tell you it is because of the subsidy. But today, we have come to see that even when they announce there is no subsidy, they are paying the subsidy up to $1 trillion. Have you not had it? That they are still paying subsidy? So it is not subsidy. We know what we are doing. And let me tell you, we watch them in the mirror. There is nothing very good that when you see your enemy, watch them and see what they are going through. You know where to be tightening the knot. So so just support whatever we are doing. We are not trying luck. The result is here for you to see. And let me tell you, hunger is coming. You see this hunger in Nigeria, it is not going to affect Igbo. Because Igbo don't rely on the policy of Nigeria to survive. I'm not sitting at home, they are dying every day for hunger. But we have sit at home for almost 3 years. Nobody is dying. Anybody that is poor is poor. Anybody that cannot feed, cannot feed. It is not because of one day or every Monday sit at home, but because that sit at home has created a very big fear to the corporation companies that powers the economy of Nigeria today. And they are no longer having that trust. And we must continue to create that fear until the declaration of Biafra. Thank you.
Okay, last question. After this last question.
First of all, Oboro just charge a question now. It's similarly another question. First of all, do you see any sense in what I've just said?
Yes. Makes sense.
Go ahead with the second. Another question. Go ahead with another question.
So the question now, the two, but on the final. Nkabo is how soon can you want Biafra? Another one, what would release Nnamdi Kanu na? Mass Nnamdi Kanu. Kebo ga no name operate. Kebo ga no name an affront for this Biafra agenda. Is it going to be Biafra? Move over to UK or to any other country?
Okay, we don't buy the idea of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going back to UK. That's number one. But let him come out first. But we are not buying the idea of him going back to UK. He may not be protected in UK. But let him come out first. Okay? When he come out, we will discuss that particular issue of where he is going to go. And then the second question is whether he will come and start pushing. I don't think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come and start pushing the way he was pushing before. He has done that job. All he needs to do now is to stay and give directives. You don't see him to come and start making broadcasts. Oh, even before he was captured, he said he's tired of broadcasts. He said he's tired. He don't want to broadcast anymore. What I am doing now is what he wanted to do. They don't allow him. He said he is tired of broadcasting. How many years is he going to broadcast? Is Biafra going to come from broadcasting? No. You need to back it with actions. That action is what we are doing now. Can you imagine if all these criminals today supporting what we are doing, and there is no this fracas here and there? You know where we should have been by now? Because they manipulate a lot of people. So just think about it. Just think about it that let us assume that these people are not creating all this propaganda here and there, where we should have been now. Now, for the past 3 years, we have managed to do what we have done today. Just think about it. There is no opposition. There is no, this propaganda here and there. There is no this, because no matter how you see it, it did a little bit damage. It did, but we're able to control it, and now we're moving forward. So, but let us assume that this particular distraction were not there. You know where we would have been. Mazilam Dekano would have been released. I'm telling you, as I'm talking to you today, with the activities of the Biafra liberation, the North are begging to release Mazilam Dekano. It is the Imo State, this administrator, Supreme Court administrator, Hope Salima, that are promising them that he is capable, he is going to do this. Let them not release him. I am telling you the fact. So the North are tired. This Asewaji you see, Ahmed Tinubu, is tired. Because they know the truth, they know why the economy has crashed. It is because of Mazen Namdekano. It is because of the sit at home. And let me also tell you that the sit at home is not only for Mazen Namdekano. Because what Nigeria...
And the by Dalo Lineno, only if Konisi, when I saw any and many rock on Pasinketa, as a Copasinketa Mano Numa, I think which by zero, and the Cosidi, and the king of the Ifabia from Prime Minister Kuni Rockwa. Zoduki Biabo, Iabo, Ibo Media, Kaisiko when you tell Nukozia do Kemba, Geniki when you Basta Makaya Bifa. Kabaroke drop for your comment, your own suggestion. Ni endani the Biafran Prime Minister Kuni Rockwa. Thank you so much and stay tuned at Ibo Media.